So you may have seen my post the other day. I am in a state of shock. I got my phone back from being ripped off out of my hand on the street in Playa del Carmen. And I want to give you some thoughts about how to protect yourself, why I got my phone back, and how I got it back. I know it won't solve every time, but there are some important things that you might think of or might take these steps. And I did some of them right or a lot of them right. So first of all, always look around and be careful. And the weird thing here in Playa del Carmen is I am hyper vigilant in general. I've been a digital nomad for 8 years. I have cut-proof backpack and shoulder bag, and I was taking a photo of a wall and the guy grabbed the phone from me. I walked around for a couple of days watching what people do. I think it's unsafe walking around here with your phone out and maybe in other places. And that doesn't bash on Playa del Carmen, it's just a simple fact. So that's number one, because I'm really cautious in general, and this still happened to me. Post, or what you can do prior and what you really should do, and I did, I have a picture of all of my stuff. I had a picture of my serial number on my phone, and that is what got my phone back. And then how it got back. But photograph your stuff. And the second part is obviously lockdown, security stuff. Do not have your security. My phone, I knew my phone was in good shape because I take very strong mobile digital security measures. Make sure you do those, especially when we're traveling in these places. The next thing that I want to tell you is that the Find My Phone feature really doesn't work. This guy immediately, I got back to my apartment within 5 minutes because it happened to be close to my apartment. He'd already shut it down. It never restarted. However they flash them, they reboot them without it ever showing up on Google Android Find My Phone. iPhones may be slightly different, but from red, it's not really a thing. Second of all is that what apparently they do is that even though I had T-Mobile block my IME number, they can still sell them and use them ever on Wi-Fi. The phone I got back right now will work on my Wi-Fi, and apparently that's how and what they sell them for. Okay, so then where I got it, I started looking on Facebook groups in the marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. I know what my phone looks like. And then sure enough, it showed up after a few days, all right? So use those tools because it happened to me, and I believe that's how they're selling these phones. So if you have a picture of the serial number and you have that connection, so then I had somebody else from this group connect with them and make an arrangement for them to go and arrange to see the phone. And then we were kind of working through this as this went along, but made the arrangement, and here's some things that they can do. I went and I found there is a tourist police. The person in this group notified me there actually is in Playa del Carmen. I had looked for one, and several cops told me there wasn't a tourist police locally. There is. It's at Avenida CTM and Cozumel, which is far north, but you'll find it, and it's like a kiosk in the middle going down towards the beach on CTM. I highly recommend, if you aren't almost fluent in Spanish, because I'm almost fluent in Spanish, to have a Spanish speaker with you. Only one person spoke English at the office, and the officers that I went with did not speak Spanish. The nuance of what we talked about and discussed the plan with these officers, it's critical to have somebody that understands and is able to communicate with them. So this wouldn't have gone so well if I didn't speak really, really good Spanish. So then the officers said to me, they said, okay, well, we want to do this. Because first I said, well, I'll go in there and ask him for it first. And he said, we're going to go by. There was a picture of the place that we had pictures of my phone, of the phone in the store, the floor of the store, a seat at the store. It looked exactly like, so we got pictures. Get pictures. Say, send me a picture of where to meet you. And then so the cops were able to, they just said, we're going to go in first. The guy's going to tell us the phone's not there, but we're going to say, we know that it's been here, that this is where it was. And then the guy said, oh yeah, so then they had me come out. They brought the phone. The guy said, well, there's a lot of Samsung like this. And I said, here's a picture of the serial number. They opened up the serial number. It was mine. The guy just had nowhere to go, just gave it back. No expectation past that. The cops aren't going to arrest the guy. There's obviously not. I mean, he knew that wasn't going to happen, and the guy's just, whatever, take it, peace out. There's nothing that could be done. I walked out with my phone. So, again, takeaways, always take care of yourself, and especially be really, really vigilant here. I'm not taking my phone out of my bag except for checking like this. That's personal preference. always protect your data in the first place, because I'm lucky that I got it back by doing this. But then check Facebook Marketplace, and then but again, then the other really big piece: have a picture of your stuff, have a picture of your serial number, store it someplace in the cloud. And that's the thing, is set up a cloud storage for this stuff. All right, I hope that maybe I'll help someone from future stress. I mean, it was stressful and it was really hard, and I apologize if I offended anybody in the group. That wasn't my intention. And I do think that community work together is being in places that have a high-low socioeconomic thing, but having some type of thing where people don't just write this off as saying shit happens. I think that's a bad place to go for both the local population and the visitors eventually. All right, good luck, and I'm excited.